Okay, so we've had a few requests for just kind of a general, a very basic game plan approach to passing guard. So first thing I want you to think about is trying to force the kind of guard that you want to pass. So you don't have to have a pass for daily heaver guard, spider guard, and closed guard, and shield guard, okay? Trying to pick one scenario that you can kind of bottleneck a bunch of different guards into one passing scenario. So one good one for that is passing shield guard, because all I have to do is get over one of my partner's feet. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do when I approach is just try to defeat one of my partner's feet. Okay? And if we scooch back a little bit here. And if you only focus on that, you'll be surprised how many different guards you can kind of just jump into half guard or shield guard. And now your partner is obligated to play shield guard. Because I didn't try to pass his guard all at once, I was just trying to dictate what kind of guard we were working from. Now, from here, when I'm passing this shield guard, what I'm thinking of is I want to get my partner's hips flat to the mat. So I want to turn my partner, turn his hips and back flat to the mat. And of course, as I'm doing that, I'm trying to defeat the knees. Okay, so I beat one of the feet. My next goal is to defeat these knees. So my favorite way to do that, I like to have a kind of a simple approach where I'm only looking for one of a couple things. What I'm going to be doing here is stepping up to keep pressure on my partner. You can kind of come over to this angle a little bit here. Okay? And I want to be using my partner's shield against him. So I want to be able, when I roll my chest this way, I want to turn his knee so I can start to flatten. Okay? So I want to be getting my, kind of like my pec to this inside part of his knee, okay? My other hand can be grabbing on the belt, on the back side here. Now, when I go to turn him, I'm going to draw this foot in close. This foot that's posted out, I'm going to draw it close. And I'm going to take a big step like I'm stepping into my partner's guard. So I step and I turn. I'm trying to hit my shoulder to my partner's belly. From here, my partner has to lock a half guard. He has no choice here, or I would just step straight past the guard. Okay? From here, no, keep it locked. So both of my hands are going to be touching my partner's thighs. Okay? So I'm going to say that, okay? Keep it locked. I'm lifting up my shoulder so you can see, okay? But you want to keep your shoulder on your partner's hips. And there's a bunch of variations. I like to just have both of my hands kind of in the same spot on my partner's pant legs near the thighs here. So my hands are going to this position, my shoulders on my partner's belly. Now here, I'm going to try to find my partner's belly button with my shoulder. So I'm going to reposition my shoulder. I'm going to dig my toes into the mat. I'm going to lift my hips, put all my weight on my partner's belly, and walk my hips high. As soon as I can get my knee free, I cross it, and I'm going to dig for my underhook on the back side. From my hand, my left hand to my left foot, it's like 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, a straight line. Okay? Now, since I have this left side underhook, we have this kind of pass that we do to this side, right? But I feel way stronger personally with the cross knee pass. So I'll spend an extra minute to fight for the underhook here, pass my head back, raise my knee, step over, and come all the way back to my favorite pass. Okay? So one more time. From here, I'm engaged heavy on my partner's shields. I'm going to grab near the knee and grab the belt. Step. Look, when I step, I'm already loading my weight over my partner. This hand, I need this hand on his leg so he can't just easily step to my hip. If I'm not controlling his leg, he can step to my hip right here. Yeah. Okay? But the other thing that makes that hard is the beginning of this flattening motion. Okay? So even when I start to turn his hips this much, if he goes to step to my hip, it's much more awkward right now. Okay? So don't overly focus on this hand. What really makes it hard for him to get his guard back is this. Okay? Bringing my weight over him. As I bring my weight over him, I step, turn my shoulder to his chest. Now, from here, I want you on your toes, not on your knees. And look, your shoulder is not going to land in the perfect spot. You need to pause here and reposition it on his belly. I get my knees off the mat, holding onto both his pant legs. I walk my hips high till my knee comes free. I cross my knee. As my knee comes over, I swim my underhook up high. from here, you have passes this way, Eduardo's favorite passes, okay? I feel stronger if I take an extra moment to fight for this underhook, cross back, lift up, and come right back into my crossing passes here, okay? Now, from here, with the same exact approach, there's a common thing that will happen. He'll manage to get this knee and this shin to block my hip, okay? So look, I don't change anything I'm doing, but sometimes, often people are able to force this reaction, okay? So in here, I start to drive in, and my partner, yes, he blocks my hip with his shin and his knee, okay? So now, notice though, that my left hand is still coming under the leg, okay? And now I'm just gonna look for an over-under passing scenario. So I'm gonna bring my hand under the leg, grab on to the belt. Same idea, I want to bring my shoulder to the perfect spot on his belly button, okay? Get up on my tiptoes, walk over, dive under his leg with my right leg, okay? And then I begin to work up into my side control. So one more time on that one. We come back to this side here. So again, I'm not changing my approach. My goal is to make my shoulder hit my partner's hips and put his hips flat to the mat. Okay, so if I go, keep a strong shield, okay? If I go, strong, okay? If I go straight here, I can't get my shoulder to my partner, okay? So I need to start to flatten his hips and turn my shoulder. He blocked me with, actually if you stay on that side for a second, he blocked me with his shin. So right now, you might not be able to see, but my left hand initially might just be cupping the ankle, okay? If you don't have time or you don't feel the pant leg grip there, I'm just, actually maybe run all the way around here. If I don't have time to make the pant leg grip right here, I might just be cupping the ankle, okay? From here, I get my under the leg, grab the belt, up on my toes, same deal. Shoulder my partner's belly, up on the toes. Walk over, walk over. Okay, now, one final thing, it might give you trouble. If this is your game plan, right? If this is the approach that I want, that I'm hunting for. One thing that might give you trouble is if this knee is a little too low, okay? If it's too low, I can't get that connection I want of like my shoulder or my collarbone or my pec to the inner part of my partner's knee. If I can't get that, I can't turn him. When I go to make my turning motion, I'm just running into a wall, okay? Now, there are passes, where you can do right here by smashing that knee. But again, if you're just working on trying to keep it simple, one game plan here, what I like to do is, I do smash that knee, okay? But he's gonna wanna bring it back up. When he brings it back up, I roll on him, like this. Okay, so one more time. And when you smash here, I like to even grab, and when he comes back up, I pull on this. Okay, so when he's coming up, I pull his knee past me. Okay, so together it looks like this. I'm here, I want to turn him flat. His knee's too low. Okay, I'm going to begin to smash his knee down. When he starts to open me up, I'm going to come and grab the knee like this. Okay, and when he opens up to get a better shield, I turn, and my shoulder is to his belly. Okay, he has to close half guard. If he doesn't close half guard, it's done. Alright, so little basic approach, game plan, trying to simplify a lot of different guards down to one passing scenario. Alright, thank you.